My, hey, 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 my, whichever. Comment if you get that reference, by the way. Anyways, here are 5 more records released in 1969. Before he was known as Chef on South Park, we have Hot Buttered Soul by Isaac Hayes. What a great fusion of just psychedelia with funk, soul. I mean, this record just slaps. And I believe it's his sophomore record, if I remember correctly, but check it out. This is a great but also easy record to really just get lost in. Next, we have the sophomore self-titled record, The Band by The Band, and what an album this is. Their debut is classic, don't get me wrong, but this record just blows music from Big Pink out of the water, in my opinion. Of course, we have, right off the gates, the opener, Across the Great Divide. What a way to kick off this record. We also have the iconic The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. What an epic song. We also have the glorious, majestic, dare I say borderline Pet Sounds-esque Whispering Pines. What a gorgeous tune. Love this record. Such an important record. Next we have Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones, which was a record that I thought I owned on vinyl, but apparently not. So I gotta do something about that. But anyways, what an iconic album. This is really the first Stone Records that starts that classic period with the great Mick Taylor. Also the first Stones album to not have Brian Jones. And again, this is just a banger, with my 2 favorite tracks specifically being the jammy Midnight Rambler, as well as the great deep cut sung by Keith Richards, You Got the Silver. Next we have Stand by Sly and the Family Stone. This is really where they start to tap into full-on psychedelia, incorporating it with their iconic sound. I would also argue that this is the first record that really showcases Sly's vision of incorporating the fusion of both white and black vocalists, kind of making him socially ahead of the curve in that regard, especially when you account for the times. Again, this is such an awesome album. This is another one of those records where this really could just be a greatest hits. I mean, you have Everyday People on here alone, the title track Stand, as well as I Want to Take You Higher. Check this record out if you don't know it. And then we are finally concluding today's video with another sophomore record, Neil Young. Everybody knows this is Nowhere. I believe this is the first record to feature the iconic backing band Crazy Horse. And boy, does this blow the debut out of the water, in my opinion. I think for many, myself included, it's the 2 longer jams that are my favorite off the record, Down by the River, as well as the iconic Cowboy Girl. Both iconic staples in Neil Young's career, especially if you check out the live versions of these songs around this time period. And those are 5 more amazing albums released in 1969. We've got one more for you tomorrow, and then Friday's video is going to be my top 10.